Hi, Leo. I am here to do a reading for you. Okay. So please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Okay. Since this is a general reading. And you might check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs for a more complete picture. Okay. So let's see what spirit animal would like to come out for you. You have the beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. All right. Very nice. So now let's get a prism oracle. See what they would like to share. Passion. Beautiful. This talks about you being passionate. Laying a solid foundation and being passionate. So there is something that looks like that you really want to do that you were passionate about. Which is wonderful, I think. Okay, let's get a wisdom of the oracle. Community. So, I guess there is potential that there could be community involvement in this. Okay, now that we have some oracle cards up, let's go ahead and get some tarot, find out more about what's going on. But from the look of that, it looks wonderful. Okay. So let's get your overall energy. Beautiful. You have the Emperor, and the Emperor is an extremely powerful, strong energy. And they tend to set solid foundations from which their success will grow. So you have a card that's definitely supporting that. Whoa, okay. Your first card is the Queen of Pentacles. And what I think of about her always is balance. Her career side is beautiful. It's very lucrative. She enjoys it. And her home side is filled with love. So she creates this wonderful balance between the two. Okay. You have 3 cards. Okay, we will take them. So, you have the Sun, which is the best energy there is. And it's you as well. So you're showing up in your reading, which is also making it more powerful. And it's already powerful because you have the Emperor. And this is saying that you are leaving where you've been because it no longer serves you. And you're going to a place that is going to serve you very well. Okay? And you have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is very enthusiastic, ambitious, determined, extremely charismatic, and very social. All right? This is looking very nice. Oh, can't take that many. Okay. And to me, this fits in beautifully with the community card. This is a card of nostalgia, where you're thinking back about past times from your childhood, youth, maybe even a few years ago, and it brings back memories that make you smile. You know, it's a wonderful energy. And in the traditional decks, like this one, there is a child giving another child a cup with a flower in it. So to me, this also is very compassionate and caring, okay? And it does make mention that there's a possibility that somebody from your past could be showing back up, all right? So these are beautiful energies, and this is past, potentially very recent past, okay? Let's go ahead and find out what else is coming up for the present. And now, mind you, this is energy, right? So energy is kind of like a stream or a breeze. It can go where it wants. So it's possible that these could commingle some, okay? And also, if you change your energy, you could change this energy. You have the Eight of Swords, which talks about you feeling cornered. So there is something that is bothering you emotionally. It could be fear, stress, but we're taking clarifying cards, so we'll find out more, hopefully. In your center card, absolutely beautiful. The King of Pentacles is known as the ultimate business owner. All right, he's the one that has the Midas touch. And he is also very caring. He truly cares, which is a wonderful attribute, I think. Then you have the match set. You have the counterparts. So that adds even more power to this reading, which is already, I think, a really powerful reading. You're showing up in your own reading, and your overall energy is that of the Emperor. And this is your center card. So it should prove to be a lucrative time for you. Okay, now on either side here, you have a challenging energy. This is where you feel like you have to defend something. And here, you're bothered emotionally and feel cornered. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some cards for the future. I see this as being a good card. This is where you are dropping the burdens. Whatever burdens there are that you feel you want to let go of, you are letting go of them. Ah, a tower. Okay. A tower can be very small. It can be large. It can be anywhere in between. It can be self-imposed. It can happen to you without you knowing about it until it's like in your face. It can be challenging and it can be positive. The only real constants with the tower is that it is abrupt and it creates change. Okay? But like I said, we're going to take some cards, so we'll find out some more, I imagine. Beautiful. This is all a new beginning of happiness, love, and joy. So it's kind of interesting that your future, every one of these cards, is a change. This is where you're dropping the burdens. The tower creates change, a new beginning. Okay? So you're dropping the burdens, which could very well create a tower, or vice versa. But it ends up creating a beautiful new beginning. Okay? One filled with love, happiness, and joy. So what it looks like to me so far, there's something new that you're wanting to do. You're laying solid foundations and you're very passionate about it. And it looks like it might very well include the community in some fashion. And this card I feel like is kind of related to a community card. You see, they're in a town. And if you'll notice, a lot of the cards in the tarot do not take place inside of a town. So I think these go hand in hand. And here, the passion, oh yeah. Here, there's balance. Your center card, the King of Pentacles, full of abundance, lucrative, the Midas touch. It's beautiful. But you do have some challenges in here. So let's get some more information and see what we can find out. Okay, let's take some cards for the Queen of Pentacles. Two of Cups, unconditional love. I think I should scoot these over a bit so we might have a little more room. Okay. Get another card. Oh my goodness, look at this. The Lovers. Alrighty then. You have both of the cards to talk about a relationship. So, very interesting. That's clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. And you have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is learning how to handle their power and use it wisely. So it looks like the Queen of Pentacles to me is all about balance. And it's a wonderful card. And it's clarified by the two cards of love and learning how to use your power. Okay. Let's get a few cards for the Sun, the Six of Swords, and the King of Wands. The Magician. I'm going to scoot these a little closer. Okay, so here, the best energy there is. Here you're moving on to a place that you want to be that will serve you well because, you're done all you can, right? It no longer serves you where you are. And the King of Wands, very enthusiastic, ambitious, charismatic, and social. And it's being clarified by the Magician. So it's saying that you're moving on, and it's going to be, or has been, a beautiful time, one that you're excited about, enthusiastic about, and the Magician energy is saying that you are using what you have to create the reality that you want. And you're very, very strong. And you do tend to show your strength through kindness and compassion. And that is also you showing up in your own reading. A couple of times. Oh, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so what this is saying is success after difficulty. You have the Strength card, right? No doubt you are plenty strong enough to get through this, but this is talking about you pushing your way through. Okay? Whatever difficult times there were. Very strong, using your Magician energy to do it. So, here, they're leaving somewhere and going to a place that serves them well. And these cards right here, probably have to do with that. Okay? Now let's get some for the Six of Cups. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is beautiful, and I can see how it would go very well with this energy. That is an energy of give and take. It's where you want to share with others and others want to share with you. Okay, so it's a very balanced energy. And your very first card here is balance. You have the Empress. Beautiful. The Empress is an energy where abundance flows to her, love flows to her, joy. And she's very fertile with ideas that she nurtures. And your overall energy is the Emperor. So that makes two matched sets. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles, now you have the Emperor and Empress. So this is a powerful reading, okay? Very interesting. Over here, you have the Seven of Wands. Here's the Seven of Wands clarifying the Eight of Swords, right? So what this is saying to me is that the reason you're in the Eight of Swords energy is because of you feeling like you have to defend yourself because other people either want to stop you or take it from you, whatever it may be. And that has put you in an energy where you feel cornered. But look, you have the Sun. Okay? So what that is saying to me is you are coming out of that energy and in a wonderful way. Yeah, definitely. It's the very best card in the deck. And you are learning from a higher power. So I think what this is saying is you are learning how to deal with this energy and how to deal with being upset about it and feeling cornered about it, which is putting you in the Sun energy. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's get a few cards for the King of Pentacles. Okay, here it says, you're putting yourself in hangman mode for a moment because you have questions that you want answers to, which would make perfect sense because you have this energy, right? Why is this even happening? The Eight of Pentacles, and that talks about you learning and repeating and adjusting and finally honing until you get something exactly the way you think it should be. And with the other energies, it makes me think that this right here is related to that energy. Where you're trying to figure it out. Put yourself in hangman mode to figure it out. So you're putting it into action. Learning how to take care of this. Okay. And now you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords rules from a place of authority. And he bases all his decisions on what he knows to be truth. So, definitely plays a part here. These problems have to do with something that's related to the truth or lack thereof, right? Okay, let's get some cards for the Seven of Wands. Beautiful. The Ace of Cups, which is right here. Universe's way of saying I meant what I said. Okay, so just like over here, this is ending. Very happy and content with your abundance. Whoa. Okay. Here you have choices. And what I usually say about this card is, don't just pick the pretty shiny thing. Research. And maybe that's what this also has to do with. Do your research and find out which choice or choices are best for you. And that's what you want to pick. Don't, it could be the pretty shiny thing, but you definitely want to pick the choice or choices that are best and right for you. All right? So your present has, some conflict, which is causing you to feel cornered. However, you're coming through it beautifully. You put yourself in hangman mode to learn what to do. Here you're putting it into practice. You want the truth, and that's what you're going to accept. You're also learning from a higher power, and you have the sun. You cannot get better than the sun. And it's creating a new beginning, one that's filled with love, happiness, and joy, where you are going to be very content with your abundance. So what's going on right now looks very good. Okay, you're dropping the burdens, which I'm sure are these challenging energies up here. And you are taking on the Queen of Cups energy, right? Which is the mother archetype. She's all about the love, right? She's very trustworthy. And what she does out of love, because that's who she is. And your new beginning here is one of love, happiness, and joy, a Cups energy. Okay? There is the Three of Wands, which is saying, you're waiting for your ships to come in. It's kind of a midpoint energy. It's saying, don't wait, take action. Okay, so you're dropping the burdens, and instead of that being in your life, you're taking on the Queen of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. And it's saying, don't just stand there, take action, go forward. Okay, here is an energy of holding on too tight. It's a Four of Pentacles. There are good and challenging aspects both to this card. Like, one of the good parts is that it's a very charitable card. But you can see how it kind of looks like she's in a box, right? And this kind of energy just flows like a stream or a breeze. So the energy will not flow well here, okay? Maybe that is part of why you're dropping the burdens, because holding on so tight is a burden. All right? So it looks like you're letting this go. That's part of dropping the burdens. Okay? Now let's go ahead and take some cards for the Tower. All right. Here it says, you've done all you can do no more, you're walking away to a place that will serve you well. King of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. All right. So that means you have the King of Pentacles twice. And you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So now you have the Emperor, the Empress. You have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So you have high-level court cards here, which creates power. And the Emperor and the Empress are very powerful. So there's a lot of power in this reading. And you've come out into your own readings, so that makes it even more powerful. right? So it looks like this tower potentially is self-imposed, because right here, you've done all you can. You're moving on to a place that will serve you well. It doesn't have to be a self-imposed one, but the cards with it, two king energies, one that's about love and very trustworthy, and one that has the Midas touch and is very caring. It might not be, but it looks like to me it could very well be a self-imposed tower. But regardless of whether it is or isn't, the outcome is beautiful. Okay, now get some cards for the Ace of Cups. The Queen of Swords. Okay. Here you have the King of Swords, and now you have the Queen of Swords. So, another match set. They're counterparts. It's all about the truth. Both of them. She doesn't really want all the niceties. She wants the truth. He bases everything on what he knows to be true. Okay, so you have the King and Queen of Swords, the King and Queen of Pentacles, and the King and Queen of Cups. Who are we missing? Wands. We're missing Wands. Do we have any King or Queen of Wands? There's the King of Wands. So the only thing that we are missing is the Queen of Wands. Wow. One powerful reading. Here's the Knight of Swords. Okay, and what this is saying is the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. They have a goal, and that is their sole focus. They definitely have on blinders. They are going to get that goal done, period. And they're going to do it now, and they're going to do it quickly. Okay? And you have Judgment. And this is where you are tuning into a higher frequency and having an awakening, which is beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck from taking that, you have the World, which means it's a successful completion of a cycle, the challenging cycle, and the beginning of a beautiful cycle, okay? And now let's get a card for your overall energy. Training. Scoot this over. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. So, you have the King of Pentacles twice and the Queen of Pentacles twice. Again, adding a lot more power. Very powerful reading. And you have the Six of Swords, which you have right there, which again talks about you've done all you can wherever you've been, and you're moving on to a place that serves you well. Okay? So, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Wands, which says you are victorious after a battle. And the battle, it doesn't say what the battle was when we took the cards, okay? But it does say you are victorious after a battle. So whatever it was, you came out victorious or will come out victorious. And I cannot help but see all the court cards in here, all the power. There's a lot of power in this reading. Okay? So, whatever's going on in your life is filled with power, strength, enthusiasm, ambition. I mean, it looks like you are ready to accomplish whatever it is that is on your mind. And, here, these cards lay a solid foundation, which is what the Emperor does. And here you're very passionate, and it certainly looks like you are. And now here, community. We have this one card that I think is about community as well. But so there may very well be community involvement. Maybe we should take a card for that, just to see. Okay. Let's take a card for community. This is just mostly out of curiosity, because I can see where the passion definitely comes in throughout here. And the laying of solid foundations. We could just call this, title this the court card reading. Okay. Now I have these teeny tiny cards, which are adorable. I really do like them. I didn't realize when I got them they were going to be this tiny, though. They are very, very tiny. Can you see that? Being so tiny? It's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is extremely social, and she is unafraid to speak up and be heard, which I like that about her. She's extremely confident. So, she is a wonderful card to get. And being very social, that might really go well with the community, okay? So that might mean that some of what you're going through, if not a lot, has to do with your community, all right? And now also something to notice. The Queen of Wands, I know the King of Wands is right there, okay? The Emperor, the Empress, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. You have every king and queen there is in the tarot, and the Empress and Emperor. I'm looking here now. You have the Knight of Swords. I thought there was another knight. Okay. Well, anyway, you have every king and queen there is, and the Emperor and the Empress, and you have the Sun times 2, and you have both the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Okay? So I would venture to say this, like I've been saying throughout, is a very strong reading. Okay? And you also came out in it. So, whatever is going on in your world looks like it's going to be very impactful, okay? In a very wonderful way. So I think this is beautiful. Okay, let's take some cards from the universe and see what they would like to share. This is amazing. I know you cannot see me shuffle, but I don't even know if there's a way where I can do that without destroying the cards. Okay, I'm trying. Okay. It's an amazing reading. Okay. So, let's get some cards from the universe. Amazing. Every king and queen, emperor, empress, the sun times 2. Okay, here talks about you learning from masters and apprentices alike about something that you're wanting to do. And you have the Queen of Cups again. Okay, let's get one more card. Okay, your last card is where you are going to be very happy and content with your life. It's an absolutely beautiful reading, extremely powerful. Okay, let's get a charm. And I don't look, so sometimes I get teased. Okay, you couldn't get a more fitting charm if you wanted to. This is the biggest key that I have that has a crown on top. And you have every king and queen. So, I think this is saying those kings and queens came out for a reason. Something very powerful is going on in your life. Okay? That is beautiful. But to me, that also means there's responsibility there. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope this helps. And wow, what a reading. Have a wonderful day. Much love. Bye.